toughest things to do in all of college football is win on the road. When you're a ranked team going into a hostile environment, these fans are ready to knock them off course. Welcome, everyone, to Michie Stadium, home of the Army Black Knights. As we'll see, a playoff team from last year, the Kennesaw State Owls, taking on a team that ranks in the top 5 in this conference, the Army Black Knights. For EA Sports College Football, Reese Davis with you alongside David Pollack and Jesse Palmer. And guys, can't wait to get this one started. The Black Knights will kick it away first. Here he comes from inside his own 5. He was looking for more running room, but none to be found as he stopped at the 23. So Kennesaw State's offense will have the first possession of the game. Quarterback making adjustments. To the air on first down. Coming out aggressively. All right, through his hands. They came out attacking, wanting to impose their will, and they missed a big chance on that one. Working well behind the sticks on second down. From the gun, the running back has it. Gets it past the marker. Good call, good execution as they move the chains, and they have a first down at the 38.
I am impressed with the physicality we're seeing up front by this offensive line. Playing on the road, they knew they wanted to get the run game established, and they are doing just that. They're not just getting 3-4 yards a pop. They are gashing this defense.
Continuing to churn and move it forward, and they're closing in on midfield. It's down at the 48. Second down coming up. Grab near the marker. It's Joyner. Good pick up there. They'll move the chains, and they're set up at the 41. This Kennesaw State offense is on the move. Looking downfield on first down. Catch in the middle. It's Joyner.
And listen, I'm going to move this guy everywhere. He's in the slot this time, but I'm not going to let the defense understand where he's lining up so they can double team him, put him in the slot, put him out wide. Either way, find this guy early and often.
He's got him. And he's brought down after a nice gain. This freshman quarterback is slinging it out there to pick up that first down. Kennesaw State hopes to be wise here in the red zone. Trying to cap this drive with the pass. Firing to the right, complete. They'll get it down to the 10-yard line on that completion.
Nice completion here to this wide receiver, and you're going to see this receiver line up in different spots all over the field all game long. Defense has got to keep their eye on where this guy is because they know he's a big part of this offense's success.
Tight quarters deep in the red zone, but they can pick up a first down without scoring. Third down. Looking to throw for it. Snags it. They will score. Touchdown, Owls.
How about that first drive by the offense? Usually script the first 10 plays. Well, I had one extra. It only took 9. Great job moving down the field, stringing plays that look like other plays together, and getting this opening drive touchdown.
They're getting set to kick it away, and that last score took a little oomph out of this crowd. Fielded in the end zone, it's Kamara. Nothing wrong with the touchback, and they wish they had one right now, but he stopped at the 9-yard line. So the Army Black Knights offense will try to get something started with their first possession. And the story is going to be in this one. Will this quarterback be able to operate before that big fella on the defensive front gets right in his grill, Jesse?
And listen, he's one of the best quarterbacks in the country, but he better play with the clock in his head in this one. He's not going to have a lot of time. There were a lot of quarterbacks around the SEC that probably felt this way back when they played the Georgia Bulldogs and David Pollack, right?
Yeah, especially those real teams with Jordan Davis and Nolan Smith and Jalen Carter. But, like, here's what's fun. You can't throw the ball off your back. And that's what this guy's going to try to do. Get to the quarterback, affect him. The bottom line is every quarterback becomes really human when you hit him. Can he hit him and make him human?
They'll leave it with him. He's going to lose a yard on that one.
You wonder about that play call on 3rd and long, maybe just trying to get themselves a little bit more real estate, but it didn't fool the defense. They create another negative play now deep in the opponent's territory. The defense has just been dominant on this drive.
Lowers that shoulder, delivers the blow. Well, they finally stopped him, but he found some running room on that return and really helps out his offense to start this drive. Guys, we're about to see this Kennesaw State offense go back to work. Already a solid start to this one. Now back to work with this 7-0 lead.
Yeah, I don't know if the quarterback got confused on 1st down. He might have thought the defense was going to be in man coverage that time, but they were in zone. They fooled him and just didn't seem like he had his eyes in the right place, was forcing that ball to his intended target. The window way too small. The guy was not open, so that didn't have that chance to be complete.
From the 14-yard line, it's 1st and 10. He's got it on the move. That completion will take it close to the 5-yard line. They'll mark it at the 6. Going to work in the red zone. They can't pick up the 1st down without getting it into the end zone. Going to try to pop one on the screen. He'll be stopped just short of the end zone, but they'll have it 1st and goal. On the double. So close to cashing it in for this offense. They'll go to the air. You don't give a hoot. Kennesaw State does. Touchdown, Owls. The finisher, the exclamation point on that drive. He can find the end zone. Now 60 career touchdown catches.
I mean, that is just silly that this guy is always finding ways to get in the end zone. Like, you know they want to take him away. He is the focal point. 60 touchdowns, you know they're going to throw it to him. Palmer keeps making plays.
And, David, throughout his career, we've seen defenses try everything to stop this guy. They bracketed him, double coverage, man coverage, zone coverage. It doesn't matter. He's the ultimate weapon. 60 touchdown catches is so good.
On the option. Quick toss. And he fights his way forward, gets away from one, but not much doing on that one.
I don't care who you are, but if you're going to have success offensively, you've got to have some semblance of a running game. They didn't have it their last time out. They obviously really struggled in that game. And in this one, just not getting enough pushed up front, and it's putting them in some really difficult situations.
And the Black Knights come to the line on 3rd and short, trying to keep the drive alive. On the option. He'll pitch it. He'll step out of bounds at the 23-yard line after a productive play for this offense. The Black Knights will have it 1st and 10. Defense going to jam these receivers right off the line. Tried to keep those big legs churning, but he'll be stopped for a loss. They'll try to overcome that last play on 2nd and 15. Looking to fire. Right on the money. They bring him down, but a solid pickup to put them in position to pick up a 1st down.
And a really nice job by the wide receiver. You run a drag route, find space. They're in zone coverage. They're not covering man-to-man. Find a little hole. Look at that QB. Y'all get on the same page. You could tell they were, and that's why they got the 1st down.
Got the 1st down and still on his feet. And he found plenty of running room on that one before the defense was finally able to get him down. And the Black Knights are flying down the field. From the gun, they'll try to impose their running game. He stopped at the 49 after gaining 10. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. It'll be a 1st down from the 49-yard line. He'll ride his man on the option. There he goes. Nice job to keep it himself, find the 1st down marker, and move the change for this offense. The Black Knights kept this drive moving on the ground, now back to work. They'll run the option. They'll knock him down for a loss of a couple.
Yeah, and this offense, man, you got to do a better job blocking. And I tell you what, that's kind of been a theme throughout the season. They haven't been high-powered. They haven't really figured out who they are yet. And they still got time. The season's not over yet, but this offense still in identity mode.
And with the completion out to the sideline, they'll pick up a couple.
Offenses don't like being in these situations. They don't like having little success on first and second down, because now you know I got to pass the football. I got to air it out. It makes me really predictable. So let's make sure you take care of the football and find those plays you really like.
He's got enough for the first down. They'll spot him at the 24-yard line.
Well, that's a great job by the wide receiver there on a critical down. Third down, running the curl route, coming back to the football, making the catch, and picking up the first.
Here comes the option. And they didn't get it forward an inch. Defense wins the battle up front. Plenty of work to do here on second and long. They'll run play action. It's complete to the left. They'll spot the ball at the 12 after that completion.
I don't know if the defense came into this one expecting the fullback to be a weapon catching the ball, but that play didn't look like they were ready for him. He catches it, turns it upfield for the first.
And they make the stop, and that will likely bring us to the end of the first quarter. At the end of the quarter, it's Kennesaw State on top. They wanted to strike first and strike hard, and they've been able to do that here in the first quarter as we take a look at the stats. First play of the period will be a second down. Back to pass. Fierce the pressure. And they get to the quarterback and knock him down back at the 16.
And this offense, man, they're going to have to figure something out. This is already getting out of hand, but they're going to have to protect their quarterback. They're going to have to start throwing the football and having some success, because right now they got a bagel up on the scoreboard.
He did not make it a stone wall on third down. So they'll send out the field goal unit, and he'll try to knock it through from 33 yards out. Smashes it between the uprights. Now the lead is down to 11. They were able to get a field goal on the board, and now they'll kick it away.
And you want a touchdown, and you want to be aggressive, but, man, right down the middle, that obviously gives me some confidence down the road that I can trust this guy.
He was hoping for something a little more dynamic, but they get him on the ground at the 20. Guys, we'll get another look at this Kennesaw State offense. They've come out smoking with touchdowns on each of their first two drives, and they're back to work now. Found a little bit of running room, knocked down at the 24 after a pickup of 4. Solid pickup of 4 on first down. It's 2nd and 6. Now the play fake. Under fire. Quarterback just flat missed it. Incomplete.
This guy is very proud about his accuracy. That's why he's one of the better quarterbacks in all of college football. And that time, ball just got away from him a little bit. It's going to set up third down.
Quickly out to the tight end. That'll be good enough for a first down. They'll mark it at the 30. They get the conversion there. He used his size and nice moves to get past the chains.
And I like that. 3rd and short. Find the big fella, the soft hands, make a quick little move, make the completion, get the first down.
And an explosive play has him on the move, and he gets it all the way to the 48-yard line. Kennesaw State coming out with another first down. Got it behind the line. It's Joyner. And a good job of coverage by that defense, just a short pickup.
Great effort by the defense here. Offense trying to go wide receiver screen. How about the speed on defense rallying to the football?
Trying play action. Just too much of a rush, and down goes the quarterback just behind the midfield stripe at the 49.
And he gets home again, continuing his production. Last week, 2 sacks. This week, already a sack in the first half. This guy has been on a sack terror.
Fires to the right. Wide open downfield. Oh, he found a space, and he'll haul it in and take it to the end zone. Touchdown, Kennesaw State. How efficient have they been as they extend this lead here in Week 5? And with the extra point, they're on top by 18.
Man, football, there is so many weapons now with small slots and big wide receivers. And then you got the tight ends now that have the speed to catch the football, chew up ground, and get to the end zone and make those big plays like he did right here.
The Cadets have it back as Army goes back on offense. He'll keep it himself. They'll knock him down for a loss of a couple.
Phenomenal job by the defense that time, shutting down the option play. They knew they were going to see this in this game, and all week long in practice, they really focused on this assignment football, making sure the dive, the quarterback, the pitch, all taken away. Nowhere to go with the football that time offensively. The defense coming up with a huge negative play.
On 3rd and long, hoping to throw beyond the sticks. Got out of trouble, got rid of it. And they can't make the connection on 3rd down. And the Black Knights will line up to punt it away. Doesn't say much for your drive when you're looking forward to the punt. Makes the catch, and now looking for just a little bit of daylight. Coverage team was down there to corral him. They made the stop, and they'll mark it at the 39. Guys, we're about to see this Kennesaw State offense go back to work. Got it up for the first, and he's still going. Nice job to keep it himself, find the first down marker, and move the change for this offense. Now on the option. He get it down to the 35 before he stopped. 10-yard pickup on the play, and it's a first down.
And this defense has to be so disciplined. Like, you just got to understand, I can't all go for the quarterback. And too much attention on the quarterback. We didn't play the pitch really well. That's why this offense is really hard to stop.
Well, the defense was ready coming into this one for this running back being a factor in the pass game. That time, they were draped all over him. As soon as he caught the ball, he went down for a loss of yards.
Unloads to the wideout. Complete downfield. Makes the grab. Defense right there, and they are set up at the 14. Kennesaw State hopes to be wise here in the red zone. They're threatening to score, and they'll throw it. And that incomplete pass caused by the big hit on first down. 2nd down coming. It'll be 2nd down, and remember, they can pick up a first without scoring. They'll give it to the back. And he never had a chance. Just stopped cold as soon as he got it.
And how about that defense in the backfield? Nowhere to go right away. You could tell they were playing the run game all the way, and they got in the backfield and got the tackle for a loss.
Pocket breaking down. Pass rush, gets there, gets home, gets him down at the 23.
Man, that's exactly what this defense needs. They found themselves now in a hole. They're trailing. Got to get pressure on this QB. Can't give him time to get comfortable. They get to him, get the big sack. Maybe this gets them back in the football game.
So the offense is going to go for it on 4th down. Making side adjustments here. They're throwing for it on 4th down. Fires to the wideout. Snagged in the middle. It's Joyner. He's not going to get there. Stopped short on 4th down. Ready to fire from the pistol. Goes to the option. Got room to work. Oh, he's got some space. And he froze that defender. He thought he was going to pitch it, kept it himself, and turned it into a big play. Looking to throw on 1st down. Oh, they're after him. And here comes the heat, and they get home, and they get him at the 21. The Black Knights with a long way to go after the loss on the last play. Off the play fake. Finds the tight end. Getting behind those pads and behind a stiff arm to get it out to the 27. And the Black Knights want to move quickly. On 3rd and long, he has to throw for it. And that one's incomplete. Worth taking a shot there, but couldn't hook up. They bring the punter onto the field now. He's going to try to flip the field with this one. Just needs a crack to get a return. And the coverage team able to make the tackle. Guys, we'll get another look at this Kennesaw State offense. They take over late in the half, enough time to put together a drive. The give to the back. And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play. Got stuffed on first down. It's 2nd and 10. Wants to go up top. He turns that loose down the right side. And this is dropped. Incomplete pass. He had a huge gain in his fingers, and he couldn't hold on. Now facing a 3rd and long. He's looking to pass. Sets up the screen. Gets it out across the 40. Stopped short of the line to gain. They'll mark it at the 41, and might they choose to go for it here. Boy, if they don't convert this 4th down, there will be questions to be answered. Pulls it in. It's Joyner. Breaks into the open. Nice pickup there. Gets him the 1st down and sets him up at the 45-yard line. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Fires to the middle. And the physical play there forces the incompletion on 1st down.
Well, this offense has gone his way early and often in this game. They've gotten into a nice rhythm. That time, though, the defense was expecting to throw going his way. They put a really nice hit on him to force the incompletion.
Throws to the wide out. And the pass is incomplete. Charged by the hit. It'll be 3rd and long. Motion from the wide receiver. Trying to move the sticks on 3rd down through the air. Got his man to the left. He stopped at the 32. It'll be a 1st down in the waning seconds of the half. The offense wastes no time getting the timeout call. Kennesaw State coming out with another 1st down. Use the play fake. Now throw. Deep shot for the end zone. And good coverage there and knock it away and deny the score.
This is a great play by the defensive back. I think one of the hardest things to do as a DB is you're covering your receiver deep down the field. Your back's to the plate. You've got to turn your shoulder, locate the football.
Throws toward the end zone. Pick off to stop the threat. Going the other way. He's got room. He's inside the 40. The 20. Touchdown, Army. The defense does the work itself with a pick 6.
And they come up with a huge pick 6, and that is one of the reasons this defense has been so dominant all season long. They don't give up big plays, but they take the football away. And once they do, they've got better athletes than you do. They're hard to bring down. They can flip the game on a dime.
He'll return it. He'll be brought down, and that's the final play of the half. We're just about ready to start the 2nd half. Looking for those open spaces and opportunity. And the returner could find no daylight. He goes down. Army has it back in the offense, ready to go. Maybe adjustments or attitude adjustments, but they've got to find a way to run the ball at least some here in the 2nd half.
I do think you said something that's important. I think running the football is an attitude. Like, it starts with the offensive lineman and being physical, having a nasty attitude. Running back, same thing. I think they need more of that in the 2nd half.
You know, and I think if you're this defense, you have an opportunity to make a statement here. Yeah, I know you guys went in at halftime and you riled yourselves up and you told yourself that you think you can run the ball on us. On this very first drive, we're going to prove to you, just like in the first 30 minutes, you cannot.
And this offense is desperate to keep this drive alive, trailing by multiple possessions, and it's getting late. He'll do it himself. They'll knock him down for a loss of a couple.
I got to be honest, I am shocked at just how well the defense has played in this game, especially stopping the run. We talked about statistically how they've struggled this season, but they have put the clamps down in this one, and they're just playing with a ton of intensity.
Good job by the coverage unit to put a stop to that return. Guys, we're about to see this Kennesaw State offense go back to work. Pulls and fires complete to the right. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. Offense gets set for second down. Quarterback may change this route. Second down, they'll go to the air. Quarterback can't pull the trigger and down he goes at the 41.
And I think this team knew going into halftime trailing, their defense was going to have to step up here in the second half. And on the very first play, the third quarter, they get a sack. That is good news for this defense.
He gets the job done on third down. They move the chains. It's at the 37. First down for this offense. Looking to throw on first down. Bought a little time, lets it go. Makes the grab. It's Joyner. And tackled there by the defense. And now on second down for this offense. Looking to fire. Intercepted. Big play stops the drive.
And some defensive backs just have a way of finding the football. He's starting to develop that. His third interception on the season just has a good feel for playing that spot in the back end.
The option look. Quarterback on the keeper. Some hard running there, but just too many defenders as he stopped for a loss. Tough way to start this drive. Now they'll try to fix it on 2nd and 15. Back to pass. Unloads to the wideout. It's complete. Racing down the left side. Touchdown, Black Knights. You thought they were done. They're not. They're back, baby.
Why?
One of the reasons this offense is so exciting to watch, they've got guys that are dangerous after the catch. If this quarterback gets through his progression, David, he gets you in stride, these guys will take it to the house.
Dang it.
To do the rest, right? You hit me in stride where I don't have to stop running.
These guys are terrible, too.
It makes it so easy, the connection between quarterback, wide receiver. You can tell this is a good one, and that's why they got 6 on that play.
He was looking for more running room to be found as he stopped at the 23. Get another look at this State out there. They're still in the lead, but hoping to select a little muscle on this drive. The throw to the outside is complete. And the explosiveness, the big gainer gets it to the 49-yard line. New set of downs after the completion. Quickly complete. And the defense settled in to stop that for a short game. Now on second down. Wants to go up top. Got his man downfield. Oh, and after the big gain, the ball.
Are you kidding me?
Bringing it up and not letting the offense get it back. It's a turnover.
Well, they got a really nice drive going on offense. They're on their opponent's side of the field.
Oh my goodness, I don't know how I still kept that.
Turn it over. They've got to do a better job of ball security. Very lucky that ball went out of bounds.
They'll get it down to the 10-yard line on that completion.
I tell you what, if you want to be overzealous, if you want to be a sweater all the time, I like running the screen right behind him. He did a great job throwing the screen. Almost broke this one for a long game, but just keeps the defense a little bit more on him.
Of course.
Now a lot of work to do to move the chains, keep this drive out of another sack. On third and long, he's going to have to turn one loose downfield. Snares it outside. It's Joyner. He's going to come up a couple of yards short of the first down.
That's a really big completion for the offense. And look, I know they didn't get the first down, but because of it, they're now set up in fourth and very short. If you're the head coach, you're thinking very long and hard if you're going to go for this one now because of that success you had on that play.
Nice job by the defense on fourth down, bowing up, getting physical, stopping the run, shutting down that fourth down play. Really good job by this defense.
He'll pull it on the read. And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage. Backed up now, here's second and long. Quarterback run is part of their game plan. He's going to lose a yard on that one.
Man, it's been a surprise today for this offense. Like coming into the game, we all talked about it. We thought they'd be able to run against this defense that's been run on a lot, and this offense just can't get the running game going. be interesting to see what they do to try to change it up, but somehow, some way, they need that physical ground game.
The Black Knights will punt it away on 4th down. They may have to pay him overtime. He's punting for the 5th time today. Sometimes avoiding disaster is the best thing. The punter just gets it out of there. And the punt team gets down there and gets the return man on the ground. Guys, we're about to see this Kennesaw State offense go back to work. They've got it back after that last drive stalled out, and they were stopped on 4th down, David.
Yeah, and they put a little bit of a drive together, but Jesse, they stalled on the other side of the...
Just too much of a rush, and down goes the quarterback just behind the midfield stripe at the 49. Now facing 2nd and long after the defense came up with that sack. Finds his man, it's Joyner. Crosses the 30, he's got away. And he strides his way into the end zone. Touchdown!
Each and every week, I think this coaching staff does such a good job of scheming ways to get this guy the football in the passing game, and defenses can't cover him. With that last catch, this is now his 10th receiving touchdown on the season.
The returner's going to try to see what he can get. And they'll bring him down to get the offense started on the next drive. They'll snap it from the 10 for the first play of this drive. Quarterback keeper. He gets nothing, and they keep plowing ahead with the running game, and they've got very little to show for it. What will they dial up on 2nd and a long way to go? Leaves it with the running back. Turning it on! Finds his way ahead for 6 and a little breathing room to the 17. Guys, this offense is already reeling down multiple possessions. Really need to cash in on this drive. They'll stick to the ground looking for the marker. That defensive front just flat whipped them as they knock him down for a big loss. And the Black Knights line up to punt it away. They're up to a half-dozen kicks today. He takes it at the 45. Really explosive when he gets to the ball. They made a nice game before we move out of bounds. Guys, we'll get another look at this Kennesaw State offense. Last drive in for a touchdown. They'll try to do it again on this one. This offense has it with really good possession. The whirl and throw off the RPO. You'll take this every time. 5 yards on the first down play. Offense in a bunch formation. They go to the ground. Going to be a gain of about 3 down to the 21.
And that run really didn't go anywhere. And a lot of times we don't focus on it enough, but how important those 5 guys are up front. To get on those defensive linemen, to try to move them out of the way, to get a run game going, it squarely falls on the shoulder of those 5 offensive men. Man, and you see those 6, and you're like, dude, 3rd and short, I just got to fall forward and get the first down, Palmer, but the defense comes up big and gets the stop.
So on offense, don't overthink this. 4th and inches, just line out something easy. You can disconnect and get it quick and go drive.
Desperately wanted to keep the ball, but they did not. He'll keep it himself. Finding an open area. Trying to tackle this guy's a good decision as he gets it up to the 29. And you want to talk about his favorite receiver, it might be everybody based on the number of guys getting touches and a chance to show off their hands in the passing game. So the final period starts with a 2nd down play. Defensive press coverage. Quickly to the tight end.
Nice route there by the tight end, making it real easy for his quarterback to find an easy completion.
The Black Knights are at the line looking to convert on 3rd and short. Wide receiver comes in motion. Trying to pick it up on the ground. He just needed a yard on 3rd down, and there just wasn't any room to pick it up. Down by multiple possessions, you can't come up empty on this drive. They'll go for it on 4th down. He moves the chains, and they'll mark the ball at the 33. And the Black Knights will line it up on 1st and 10. Wants to throw on 1st down. Tackled at the 43 after picking up 10.
And this defense has really done a good job containing this superstar quarterback. But now it's the big-time moment. In the 4th quarter, you know the ball's going to be in his hands. Got to get to him. Got to ruffle his feathers. Hit him a few times. Make him feel uncomfortable.
Love the physicality of the secondary on defense. That defender got to the football, was able to separate the receiver from the ball, and did it legally. Beautiful job.
They'll go to work in the air on 2nd down. Fires to the big fella. Nowhere to go, and not much to show for that one.
It's important on offense to get the tight ends involved in the passing game. These are big fellas that can run. This guy's a big target, so nice job on that play.
He's going to throw deep right side. Oh, he dropped it. That deep ball was right on the money. You just have to make that catch. Coach has no choice here. The offense has to stay on the field, down multiple possessions this late. 4th down attempt coming. Going back to the well, another deep ball. Intercepted. Didn't really have room to operate on the return, but he hands him the ball at the 32.
And that's a really good job by the defense, understanding the situation of football. It's 4th down. It's late in the game. You got a multi-possession lead. Take away all the deep stuff. Make them force the football into coverage. They do, and they stamp this game.
Just willed his way for a couple out to the 35.
Well, they've got the lead. The defense just did their part, getting a takeaway. So now if they're on offense, you want to run the ball and take as much time as possible between snaps. Stay in bounds and let this clock tick away.
And as a defensive player, you see so much option nowadays and so many different variants of it. And you got to play very disciplined, sound football. And you could tell he knew he was responsible for the quarterback. He goes and gets him, sits him on the ground, creates a tackle for a loss.
Quarterback adjusting the pattern. On 3rd and long, try to convert through the air. And the end of the pass will bring up 4th down. Kennesaw State will have to punt this one away.
3rd and long situations are really hard to convert. The defense knows it's going to be passed. The pass rushers are getting upfield. You're under pressure. You don't have timing. And as a result now, 4th down.
The Cadets have it back as Army goes back on offense. Last drive ended with a pick. Vitally important to take care of the football this time. There he goes. Couldn't ask for much more there. A 1st down, and they're down to the 40. The Black Knights want to crank the tempo.
And how about that? Right after they get the explosive play running the ball, they're going right back to the line of scrimmage for some tempo.
Wants to go up top on 1st down. Flips it out in the front. They stop him almost immediately. They'll go around to cover to pick up the 1st. The corners are walked up tight. Second down, he'll throw it. Pressure coming. And the pass is incomplete, but there is a flag, and that receiver might have used a push-off to get free.
You don't see a lot of OPI, but on that play, the offensive player just way too handsy. He's grabbing, he's working his hands way too much, and that was an easy call for the referees.
On the option. Not much running room there thanks to this senior defender. They've got to come up with a big play on this 3rd and long. Here's the snap, looking to throw. Pressure is effective from the defense. They knock him down just behind the midfield stripe at the 48. On 4th down, they're taking to the air. It's incomplete, and they desperately needed to keep that drive going, and they couldn't make the connection. Guys, we're about to see this Kennesaw State offense go back to work. They went 3 and out last time. Now they'll look for some plays that work. The give as they work on that clock. able to pick his way forward for a decent game before the defense gets him down. Got 6 on first down. Now a lot of options on 2nd and 4. Rushes on him. Just too much of a rush, and down goes the quarterback just behind the midfield stripe at the 49. The defense uses their 2nd timeout of the half as they try to get their act together. 3rd and long, and he'll try to throw for it. Oh, they really do use their physical pass defense. It brings up a 4th down. Kennesaw State will have to punt this one away. And no chance for the return man to get his hands on that one as it hops out of bounds. Army has it back in the offense, ready to go. These last couple of drives, Jesse, have been about the defense making clutch stand.
I think for this offense, they can stay aggressive knowing that their defense is going to bail them out time and time again here.
Yeah, and especially when you go for those 4th down situations, you do that a lot of times because you know your defense can make stands, make stops. They did on that last possession for you.
And he had it for a second, but it just dribbled out of his hands. This defense has kept them backed up. Now one more stop, and they can get off the field on 3rd and long. Looking to throw, and he needs a bunch. That's caught. It's Ogden. He gets it oh so close to the 1st down marker, but I think he's going to be a touch short. They were counting on making a few yards after the catch on 3rd down. Instead, they're staring at 4th.
Yeah, and I think a lot of times you trust your guy. You throw it to him, and you say, I can make somebody miss or lower my shoulder and get to the sticks. The defense had none of that. Nice job tackling. Nice job forcing the 4th down.
Able to move the chains, and they still have a chance after picking up the 1st down. Here's the heat. And the pass rush is effective, and they tackle him at the 19. Quick tempo, no huddle offense. 2nd down, clock's running. Looking to fire. Bringing the heat. They get to him as he throws.
It's been tough for this QB in this one. Very small windows to throw into, and he's been under some duress as well. It's hard to find a rhythm as a QB in those types of situations, and that's why it appears as though his team's going to be leaving here with an error.
Blasted as he lets it go.
And now such a tough situation late in this game. You're trailing, but now it's 4th and long. Like, it's one thing if it's 4th and short. This makes it even more difficult. You got to have something dialed up you feel really great about.
Incomplete pass, and the defense comes up big, and they take over. Couldn't ask for better starting field position for this offense. To the air on 1st down. Caught over the middle. It's Joyner. They'll spot the ball at the 12 after that completion. Going to work on 2nd down, and the red zone is still some ground to cover to pick up that 1st down. Back to pass. He's got it and still on his feet. You don't give a hoot. Kennesaw State does. Touchdown, Owls. And they take it in for 6 more points. That one ought to give them firm control of this game, and they have gotten things going here, about to move to 4-1.
There's no mercy rule in college football, man. They've got a huge lead here in the 4th quarter. They are still chucking it, and they are still scoring.
And as the ball makes its way into the end zone, it'll be a touchback. They'll bring it out to the 25. They'll put this one in play. First snap of the drive from the 25. They'll start this drive going to the air. They get enough rush, and it pays off. The sack at the 20. They'll hurry to the line with the clock still running. Second down, they'll go to the air. And the pressure is coming in, and they get him again. Now 3rd and long, and trying to play catch-up in more ways than one after that earlier sack. They'll send the tight end in motion. On 3rd and long, doesn't need to take the check down. And this defense has maxed out this pressure. Another sack. Defense feeling it here, trying to put a stop to this drive and maybe this game after that earlier sack. On 4th down, looking for the completion. It's incomplete, and the defense makes a stop and gets the football back. Guys, we'll get another look at this Kennesaw State offense. Final minute, this game's on ice. They can take a knee and run out the clock.
This offense has to feel great with how they're able to go out, execute, and perform big plays all game long. I think it's sending a statement, too, to future defenses down the road on the schedule. They're going to be tough to contend with.
Yeah, I mean, they got firepower, putting up so many points. This thing is easily over. Now they can just chillax, go back to the locker room, know they're going to get the victory.
Wants to fire on second down. Got a hand on it nicely and broke it up in the end zone. It's 3rd and goal and 3rd and long. From the gun, wants to pass. Another incompletion on 3rd down.
Tell you what, I don't know if the offense was expecting man coverage that time. 3rd and long in field goal range, you're expecting it to be zone. Instead, they lock them up man-to-man, everybody on an island, and everybody won. They get the incompletion, now setting up 4th.
He wants it all. And make the catch, and the defense will force the turnover on downs. If you want to look on the bright side, at least you can pile up a bunch of yards if you can move the ball, because it is a long way to the end zone. Just had to get rid of that one. Good job to fight another play. Plenty of distance between them and the sticks here on 2nd down. After the incompletion, back to the passing game. And they needed a little more room to work with as that one sails out of bounds. You make up the game plan and not a lot on the play sheet for this. 3rd and long from inside their own 20. From the gun, wants to pass. Didn't have anything working and just had to throw it away on 3rd down. And the Black Knights send out the punt unit. So from the shadow of his goalpost, he gets the punt away. On his way from around the 50. They'll bring him down. The clock is at 0, and that is how this one will wrap up. We sensed a great deal of confidence, almost a smugness from this